Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just an exciting one. I've actually received PR from L'Oreal. They were so kind to send me some of their new reformulated True Match foundation, and then they sent me a big package with like 12 lipsticks and some eyeliners and some primers, and I was so surprised. And this is not bragging, this is just me being excited to receive anytime I receive PR, because I am such a little tiny mature skin channel that whenever I receive something like this, I get so excited, especially from a company like L'Oreal that is huge, you know. And to me, it's such a privilege, and I am so thankful. So if you want to see how I created this look with some of the products that they send me and some of the products I already own, because I do own quite a few L'Oreal products, just keep on watching. So today what we're going to do is a full face of L'Oreal. And like I mentioned to you before, I was fortunate enough to be contacted by L'Oreal, and they offered to put me on their PR list for 2023, which I could not believe. And at first I thought it was a scam. They were pulling on my leg. So in February, they sent me this. They sent me the True Match. This is the one that has been reformulated. And they asked me to pick 3 shades. So I picked 3 of them because I had picked one myself already before they even sent me this, when this was released. And the one that I chose was way too light. That's why I didn't do a video. So I'm going to see which one is the one that is the best match for me right now. And it says 99% found a true match, available in 47 skin-like shades, buildable coverage, natural finish. And then let me see. It says new skin matching technology, for the first time formulated with up to 6 pigments for a most precise match. And they did tell me that I did not have to show the products that they sent me on a video, but that if I did, that they wanted me to make sure that I mentioned that it was PR, that it was gifted to me. This is not a sponsored video. I already own a lot of L'Oreal products, which I will be using to finish this video. And then yesterday, I could not believe it. I was having a really rough day yesterday because I was feeling really bad. My husband and I caught a really bad cold. It's not COVID. We tested for COVID a couple of times and came back negative. I don't know if it's the flu. A lot of body aches. He has a lot of congestion in his chest. Thank God I don't have that. But I have the coughing, sinus pressure, and just, I was tired before for my surgery, and right now I just feel exhausted. But I wanted to do this today because I wanted to do something fun. So yesterday they sent me, I received this humongous PR package from them. And I have no idea what's coming, because I guess if once you're on the PR list, they just send it to you whenever you want to. When I received their foundation, I didn't know if it was going to be a one-time thing, or, you know, if I was going to receive more products. So I did. So I told my husband, yes, so I feel like a real YouTuber right now. And guys, please understand, I am not bragging whatsoever. Okay? Not at all. This is not something that I want you to feel like I'm bragging. I just feel this is such a huge thing for me to receive products from a company like L'Oreal. You guys know that I love my high-end, but I love my drugstore. I own just as much drugstore as I do high-end. And about the only thing I don't own from L'Oreal, I don't have any brow things, which I already did my brows, and I don't have a palette. I do have some loose eyeshadows, but they really don't have any palettes that have been released anytime, and then, you know, they're all been around for a long time, and they're really not calling my name. But I'm not showing you this to brag. I'm just showing you this because I feel that this is such an accomplishment for a channel my size to be receiving something like this from an amazing company like L'Oreal. So they sent me all of their lippies. I believe these are the last lipsticks that they released. And there's 12 of them. Then I have 6 eyeliners, 4 different primers, which I'm not going to use all of them. I'm probably going to keep 2, and then I'm going to give 2 of them away, because I know that, like, this one is way too dark for my skin tone for me to do anything with. So I have a friend that she has beautiful darker skin, and I think she'll be able to take advantage of this. And then my niece has problem with redness, so I know that she'll be able to enjoy the one that is for redness. So I'm going to keep the one that is minimizing pores, and they're all like 24-hour wear. And then the one that is for matte, the matte setter, because I have some foundations that are very glowy, and I prefer to use a matte primer with that, and I really don't want too many matte primers. So we're going to start with this primer right here. And then in this, they tell you like what each primer is for. I really don't want to go through that right now because I don't want to waste a lot of time, but I wanted to share with you this beautiful package, and I'm so appreciative, and thank you so much, L'Oreal, for sending this to me. This means the world to me. So this has it's the Prime Lab Advanced Derm Primer, and it's up to 24-hour pore minimizer. It has 1% AHA, LHA, BHA complex, blurs pores, skin looks smoother over time. Now, I don't use the same primer every day, so it's kind of hard for me to tell you whether something works over time. I have another primer by them that I really do love, and actually I have been wanting to film the video with a foundation, and I just haven't been able to get around to it. So I was going to use, you know, the products I had and the primer that I have, but this came in yesterday. I said, well, I'm kind of glad that I didn't film before. And my hair is a mess. My hair is a mess. It is clean, but I really didn't do much of anything with it. It's getting so long, I was actually able to put in a little ponytail. Yeah, I just don't have the energy. Well, I tell you, whatever it is that's going around, I haven't been around anybody. I don't even know where I got this, unless I picked it up from a hospital. I have no idea. But I don't think so, because I got it like almost 2 weeks after my surgery, so I don't think so. All right, so I'm basically just really pressing it where my pores are. I'm going to put a little more, kind of just press it right here. And just very little on the rest of my face, but mainly where these pores are. And then we're going to see how it actually works. All right, so much for that. So now let's pick a foundation that I feel is going to be the best one for me. Okay, let's see the shades that they sent me. This one looks way too light, so I'm not even going to open that. So it's going to be between the N3, which is Natural Light Medium. I would say this one will be good. And then the other one is N4, Neutral Light Medium. But I think the natural one will work. The other one looks darker, and I really don't want to open it if I'm not going to use it. See, this one looks a lot darker, so I'm going to go with this one. If it's too light, I'll just mix a little bit of the darker one. But I love the old formulation of this foundation, except that I hated the packaging. I thought the packaging is the one that had like the little metal, you know, like you screw it on the top, and I really hated it. I don't know if you guys have seen the packaging for the UK and Canada on this. Is so pretty. It's a lot bougier than ours. I don't know why the packaging is different. Theirs is like gold. I think this is fine. All right, so what is new with you guys? I haven't answered comments from my last 2 videos because I kind of posted them and haven't gone back to answer any comments, but I will. I'm hoping that after I finish this, I still have some energy to do that. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for always being here for me. I really miss doing this. I miss it when I don't do it. It's like I'm so tired of watching Netflix. So this has like it's supposed to have like a medium buildable coverage, and I would say that right now I probably have like a light medium on me, so I need to put a little more on my cheeks. But it looks like about the same, maybe about the same kind of coverage that the old one had. And always if you pounce it, you get more coverage than if you buff it. So I like to kind of pounce it first and then bounce a little bit. Oh, I also didn't have I think I had it at one time, but I decluttered it because it was old. I didn't have a concealer, so I did just get one to use. I got it when I received the foundation, so that I can go ahead and have a concealer to use with it, but I haven't tried it out yet, so we're going to try it out together. That's better. As you can see, it looks a little light, doesn't it? I can probably use a little bit of the other one, but we'll make it work on this one. All right, so I'm going to use this. I've had this for a long time. I share this with you guys for a long time, and this is the True Match Correcting Concealer, and this is in a stick form, and you just roll it up And this one is pretty nice. I think this is one of the first correctors, drugstore correctors that I purchased, and I do use it a lot. It doesn't look like I do because it's you know, you don't how do you call that, you don't sharpen it, so you don't know how much you've used. I believe they have a darker one also. This one is in the shade Peach 402. All right, so now this is the concealer I'm going to use, and this is a True Match Correcting Cream, and this is in C34, whatever that is, light, and it's a squeezy tube, which is it's not always my preferred method because usually you end up with way too much. Okay, I would say this is a medium coverage. I think that if I didn't have the corrector, you'd really be able to see my dark circles a lot more, because you can really see it, still see them right here at the darkest area of my under eye. See if I can get a tiny bit more. Here we go. Okay. I would say this is medium coverage. I will let you know if it creases while we're sitting here or if it creases later as time goes by. Okay, the only powder I have from L'Oreal is the Age Perfect Creamy Powder Foundation. So I'm going to use this very, very lightly to set my face. Sorry, my voice sometimes comes and goes sometimes. And I'm just going to use a little bit. I'm not really going to go very heavy under the eyes because I don't know if this powder is too heavy for the under eye, and you guys know I'm very selective on my under eye powder because it can look make me look very aging if this starts. It's very little on the brush. I barely grab anything. So looking at my pores, it looks like the primer did blur them a little bit. I can still see them. But I mean, that happens with a lot of other primers, but they do look a little blurred. Okay, so I have two different blushes from them. I have this one from the Enchanted, from the Paradise collection. I don't know if this one's still available. This is like a peach. And then I have this one from the Age Perfect Radiant Satin Blush. And this is in the shade, I would list it below the shade. I don't find it anywhere, but it's like a light pink, like a neutral pink. So I'm going to, first let me use the bronzer. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm going to use the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. And this is a really nice bronzer. I've used it quite a bit. And this is in Soft Matte. And I think in 200, which is, I think, the lightest shade they have. As you can see, if you look at the pan, you can tell I've been using it quite a bit. It's like I don't do this for, you know, a week or so, and I forget. I forget what goes first. I mean, it's no big deal. I've done blush before and then bronzer. It doesn't really matter. But it's easier, I think, if you do the bronzer first. But I like this bronzer because it's very soft and it's very hard to overdo it. You have to try really, really, really hard to, you know, to make it like too dark. This is a very nice bronzer for building. So I definitely like that. Okay, and now for the blush. I'm going to use a smaller brush. And this is another one that you have to kind of build. You don't pick up a lot from the very beginning. I'm going to start at the back and move to the front. It's very light. And it does have a little bit of a glow. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this peach one and see if I can build it up a little. Oh, this one you can see a lot more, so I've got to be careful with that. This, if they still have it, is in, supposed to be scented. I don't really smell anything anymore. This is in the shade 190, Bashful. So let me have it. If they do, I'll list it. It's very pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the highlighter after I am done with my eyes. So for eye primer, I don't have one from L'Oreal, so I am going to use the Milani one. I did replace it. I haven't used it in a while. Sometimes when you don't use it in a while, it kind of spits at you. Kind of scares me because it's like it attacks you. And the reason I'm using this one because I love the eye primer from Sigma, but I may use some liquid shadows today, and I think this one works better with the liquid shadows because the Sigma one is it's a little heavier, a little thicker, and I think it works better with powder shadows, in my opinion, for my eyelids. And this is a good primer. All right, so let me show you. This is the only dark shade that I have. I only have singles for them. And this doesn't even have a sticker, so I can try to figure out what color this is, but. And then I have these here. So I'm gonna start with the darker one. And I'm going to take this brush from BK Beauty, and I'm going to go softly because I want to build a little bit on the, it's a little fuzzier, on the crease, and then I'm going to lighten it up with one of the lighter shadows, or maybe with a powder, with a face powder. I'm not going to do like a very hard look. I'm gonna make like a real simple look because, like I said, I don't have that many eyeshadows. So I'm gonna kind of build this right here with the dark one, and then I'm going to show you these liquid shadows are pretty new to them. Let me get a thicker brush. This is Sigma, just to blend over here. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these two shadows, I think, on my lid. I have this one, which is Amber Sparkle. And I'm hoping the other one is lighter. It looks lighter. This one is in Crystal Shine. Yeah. So I want to try putting that one on the lid. Let me find a brush that I can smudge it with. I'm going to take a little bit off. There's a lot on the paddle. And you can do this either way. You can put this, sometimes I just put the shimmer on first, and then I just go around there with the darker shade. Or sometimes I just use the shimmer and nothing else. That's very pretty. It's almost easier to do the shimmer first. I wasn't thinking, I guess I wasn't sure if I was going to use the shimmer, if I was going to use one of those shadows, but I wanted to try the shimmer because this is a new product to them. And I think it's very pretty. So give you an update on my dad, guys. He's doing okay. Right now he's off all his meds. He has good days, bad days. He has days that he's very active and, you know, he watches movies and he's a little better. And then the next day he'll sleep most of the day and barely says anything. So it's just, every day is different. We never know what his day is going to be like the next day. And, you know, that's the way, you know, it is right now for him. But overall, he's okay. He's comfortable. My friend that I asked you guys to pray for is still having a lot of, nothing has been resolved. She's still going through a lot of testing, but it breaks my heart to see what she's going through. Okay, now I'm going to take this little brush by BK Beauty, and I'm going to take a little of this eyeshadow and just go under on my lower lash line, just on the outside of it. this concealer is sealing. It's creasing a little bit, but I really didn't powder it because I didn't bring a powder. I really didn't want to use anything else. I'm sure that L'Oreal has like a loose powder that I could probably use on my under eyes, but I did not bring it, so I don't have it. Okay, I'm also going to use I think I want to use this green. Let's be bold and use a little bit of this green, if I can take it out, eyeliner. You guys know I don't use a lot of eyeliner, but my thing here is kind of get it out of the package. There we go. And they're really nice. It's a gel liner. This is the shade, and it does have a little smudger on the other end and a sharpener. So that's really nice. So I'm going to use a little bit of that on right here, close to the lash line. I didn't think about it before I put the dark green brown on there, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to take the black one and tight line. There's I'll show you the colors that they sent me. They sent me that green one. They sent me this one, which is like a teal blue, very pretty. They sent a navy, which I love. I love navy eyeliners. I have one from Lancome that I really love, and this is a real pretty navy. Then we have a charcoal brown. They're very, very creamy. There's a charcoal. Then we have a black and a brown. The black, and these are supposed to be 24-hour also. So hopefully it's the infallible line. Hopefully it's not going to go anywhere. So this one is the one I'm going to use the tight line. And then the brown one, which I also love brown eyeliners, which is a very rich dark brown. So that's very pretty. All right, so I'm going to tight line. I'm going to do that off camera because a lot of people don't like to see that, including myself. Freaks me out. Okay, very creamy. It glides really, really easily. I'm going to take this shade right here, and this one is called number 888 Ice Latte, and this is a shimmer. And I'm going to take this little brush right here and put a little bit of this in my inner corner. Okay, I don't know where my camera cut off. I put a little bit of this one that is called Ice Latte in my inner corners and right on the arch of my brow. And these are like a pressed shadow, and it has like this little thing that goes on top and keeps it all together so it doesn't make a mess. And I'm going to take a little bit of the powder and just put a little bit of that on my brow bone so that it's not, I don't want it real shiny. I got carried away with the powder there. There we go. That purple is really pretty. It's like a plummy purple, but it's got like a little bit of brown in it. It's really pretty. Okay, so that's just that infallible, the Age Perfect powder. Okay, so for mascara, I am going to use the Telescope Lift mascara, which I love. I think this is an amazing mascara, regardless of all the drama. Look at that, with one coat. I think it's a beautiful mascara. I really love it. When I run out of my Thrive, I'm just going to buy this one in the waterproof to use on my lower lashes. Okay, I want to use, since I'm feeling kind of blah, I want to use like a bright lipstick. So let me see if I can find this section, because I have like nude. I have like nudes, and then I have some like oranges, some reds. Ooh, I like that. This one is in the shade 155 Le Rosewood. I think we're gonna go for that one. So I'm gonna do it without a lip liner, and then I did bring some lip liners if I need to kind of like fix it. Guys, I'm terrible without a lip liner. Oh, it's awful. Now these are matte. They feel very creamy when you put them on. And when you mush your lips together, it feels creamy, but it is a matte formula. This is a NYX liner. All right, so that is a very pretty color. I really like it. Let me swatch a couple of the other colors that came in here. This one is in 143 Le Mauve. This one's lighter, but it's also very, very pretty. It's more of a nude, but it's definitely one that I can use. It has enough pigment that I can use that. And I am not going to swatch like the orange ones because I don't want to swatch something that I'm not going to use. Okay, this one is 123 Le Nude. This is also very pretty. Again, a little lighter, but definitely something that I think I would wear, especially with a lip liner. Now, to tell you the truth, these, after a little while, it doesn't make my my lip lines very pronounced. It doesn't make my lips, I don't think, it makes them look dry. But after a little while, I think it's something that I would probably wear, put a lip gloss over it. This one is 133. I'm not sure if I'm gonna I don't think I'm going to swatch this one because it's like a brown, and I'm not sure I'm gonna keep it. It almost looks like a brown with pinky in it, but I'm not sure I want to keep it, so I really don't want to, you know, mess it up if I'm going to be giving it away to somebody else. This one is in 113. Again, this is like a lighter nude, so I don't think I will be swatching that one either. Again, it looks like it's a lighter brown with a little bit of pink in it. This one looks like it's orange. This one is 103. Now this one looks pretty. I'm going to swatch this. That's pretty. That's nice. And I like the way that they have, you see the embossment on the tip. Very pretty. Okay. This one is orange, so I'm not touching this one because I really don't look good in orange. At least I don't think I do. This one looks like it was one right up my alley. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. This one is 183. Oh, this one looks pretty too. This one is 173. The rose. Okay, and then these are the reds, and we all know how I love reds. Okay, that one is like an orange red, which I may give that to my daughter-in-law because she likes those shades more. I like more of a blue red with a blue undertone. This one is super deep, so I'm not sure I'm going to keep this one. It's very dark. This one is number 213, Le Plum. And then this one is, I'm sure this is the blue red that is calling my name. Yeah, that one right there. That is gorgeous. And this one is number 203, Le Rouge, which is Clara's red. All right, guys, so this is all they sent me. Now let me just use the highlighter, and for that I'm going to use a Lumi lotion, which I really love the Lumi lotion. It looks nice under your makeup. It looks good mixed with your makeup. It looks great as a highlighter. It looks great with your moisturizer. This is such a pretty product, and it does not, emphasize texture on your skin, and it's just very pretty. This is in 902 Light Glow. Now again, you have to be careful because you can get a lot out. But look how pretty that is. And you can just do it with a sponge, do it with your finger. I usually do it with my finger. And I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go a little bit over with the blush brush to kind of mix everything together, and then we're done. I'm gonna use the pinky one, and then I'll move you up so that you can see it even closer. I like for it to kind of like mix together. Let me scoot you up. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I love the lipstick. I think it's a very pretty color. As you can see, let me see. Can I get you up? No, that's as close as you can get. Let me see if I can get closer. You can see the lipstick. It doesn't really show. It does show some lines, but it's not. It does not make the lips look super wrinkly. I think it looks nice. The eyeshadow, I love the liquid eyeshadow. It's very pretty, and it's very subtle. I think it's very mature eye friendly because it doesn't have glitter particles in it. It's just a pretty shimmer. Love the lipsticks, you know, all of the shades, and the ones that I won't wear, I know people that will love them. Love the foundation. I love the original foundation of the True Match. Definitely love this one. Once again, L'Oreal, thank you so much for sending this to me. You made my day. I am so thankful and appreciative. And you guys, I've always loved L'Oreal products. I think that they have amazing products. As a matter of fact, I didn't know I was going to be getting lipsticks, so I had pulled out the L'Oreal lipsticks that I had so that I could use one of them on the video, because I didn't know they were going to be sending me any. And this is the other primer that I was telling you about. This is a really good one. This is a Magic Perfecting Base, and this is very similar to the Tarte, the pore blurring that is like a balm. This is very much like it. This is creamier. It's not quite as thick as the Tarte, but this one does such an amazing job of blurring your pores. I think it does a better job than this one. I like this one, but I think this one works better. I really do. And I found this one on Amazon, but I've been seeing it. I think I saw it at Walmart, and I saw it at Target also. But I'll link it because it's a really good one if you're looking for a really good, affordable pore minimizing primer. This is a good one. So let me see if I can find a lipstick here that has a little bit of shine that I can put over this one. I'm going to use this one that is number 120, Blushing Fantasy. You know what, I like to wear matte lipsticks if I'm going somewhere for dinner or drinks, going away while I'm having like a snack or something. I like to wear a matte lipstick because it is much longer wearing than a shiny one or a gloss or something like that. But for an everyday, like at home or to run an errand, I'd rather use something that is a little more moisturizing. I just think that that's just more my speed, and you know, I really prefer that. But with all that saying, I definitely love these. I'm not like they're going to go to waste because I am going to keep the colors that I think I'm going to wear, and I'm going to share the other ones. And I definitely love and want to try. I want to try the matte, this matte primer with a glowy foundation, because I do have a couple of glowy foundations that I feel like I have to powder more because it looks really shiny on my skin. And maybe wearing something like this will help with that. So, okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know, have you tried any of these products? I really do love this foundation. I think if you're looking for a good drugstore foundation, this is not because it was sent to me. I still have the original one, and I wanted to do another video actually with half my face with this one, half with the old one, and see if I could tell the difference. But this one is a good one. I had already tried the one that I had purchased myself, but like I said, it was way too light, so I didn't try it on a video. But I gave it to my sister and she loves it. And you know me, if I didn't like it, I would tell you so. So it does have a nice long wearing time. I don't know if it says on here how long it's supposed to be. I guess it's not 24 hours like everything else. Pretty soon we're only going to have to put makeup on once a week, because everything's going to last like, you know, I don't know, days. Because, you know, you're getting like 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. Who wears makeup that long? Come on, that's disgusting. So anyways, this is nice. Again, this shade I'm wearing is N3, but the next time I'm going to try N4. I think this is probably, even though it looks a little darker, I'm going to pump it on my hand and see. I think this is probably the right foundation for me, the right shade. Here's what it looks like. I don't know. It looks a little dark. Maybe I have to mix both. It looks a little dark. But maybe with both of these. I usually don't buy two shades, guys. That's like, I can't, you know, you see a lot of people that buy two different shades of one foundation. Sometimes high-end. I can't afford to do that. If I buy the wrong shade, I try to make it work. Because I can't afford to buy two different shades so that I can create my own shade. All right, guys, it was fun spending some time with you. I hope that I can do this soon. I have so much stuff to show you. Most of my Sephora haul has come in, and I want to create a look with my goodies. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, night, whenever it is you're watching this. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.